Welcome to this week's energy forecast. I'm Sarah Louise. I'm a reader of the cosmic weather. I'm an intuitive here to share with you what's coming up this week. So what energy is going to be around and how you can best navigate yourself through the week. So my beautiful friends, we are week 3 into January, and it's a little bit kind of, oh, this feels really great, to, oh, this feels a bit ouchy. And behind all of that, there's this real energy of like, I need to plan, I need to get my foundations right. And there's this kind of want to move forward, but there's this still like, oh, kind of don't really feel like I've got the energy yet, or things aren't aligned yet, or it's not quite ready, or I don't have the time. And I'm just keep reminding you that, remember, we're not starting the year energetically until next week. So next week we have, so not this week coming up, the one afterwards, we have the first full moon and it's Chinese New Year. And that's where I see the energy kicks off. And then it's like, okay, let's go. So we're still in planning, visioning, creating, journaling. We're going to be doing that all year, don't get me wrong, but that's kind of the feel of the week. And I must say, I know that people are super aware at the moment of their wounding and their pain points, because there's still quite a lot of kind of triggering energy around. And my advice to you is to just lighten up a little bit. And thankfully, this week, the kind of universal stars are on our kind of in alignment with my thoughts, which is great, because we are moving out of Capricorn season into Aquarius. And I feel like this Capricorn season's been like kind of heavy, like, what's your stuff? What are you going to unload? What are you going through? Like, there's been a lot of really kind of deep, heavy energy around, and we need that, don't get me wrong, we need that to dig deep and do the work. But I feel like this shift this week coming up is into the Aquarius season is like, okay, like lighten up a little bit, like let's get a bit airy, let's get a bit unique, like, let's have a bit more fun. Let's kind of take it from I into like, how can I help you? It's not all about like, oh, my wounds and mine. It's like, oh, hey, how are you? And through this Aquarius season, because of some of the other alignments, I feel there's this real beautiful opportunity for some healing, yes, but it's a kind of lighter healing. It's like more of a like, oh, that feels better, rather than like oh, I need like healing in my soul, So I feel this week there's some playful, lighter, not so deep, not so like heavy energy coming through, and I'm sure that everybody's going to really welcome that, and that's going to take us into that following week of the new moon and the new year, and kind of much more rejoicing energy and celebrating. And so it's okay if you haven't felt that until this point. It's okay if you feel like you've kind of been deep doing the work and like, revelations, and still been kind of like dealing with stuff from last year and still wrapping up and, healing some old pain points. Like, that's cool. Yeah. But this week it just feels like there's this like, oh, that's better. That feels a bit lighter. Okay, that's cool. Like, yeah. And as I say, that's because we're moving out of Capricorn into Aquarius. So I'm like, oh, thanks, universe, for lining up with what I know we all need. Like, I love it when that happens. So what's my advice to you this week? I want you to have fun a little bit, smile a little bit more, lighten up a little bit more, and do your vision boarding with fun, not like, oh, it's on my list to do, like that's Capricorn. It's on the list to do, like, gotta do it, gotta get it done. Aquarius is like, oh my God, like what pictures shall I do? Oh yeah, oh, I started that. Oh, I might just play over here. Yeah. Think about how you can kind of get out and help others. That's beautiful Aquarius energy, like really kind of, yeah. And have a great week. like I said, like I'm going to start talking a lot more about the energy of the week next week, because it's a crowded space right now. Like, who's not putting it out there with their energy forecast for the year? Yeah, so, you know, digest all of that, and then next week we come into that, our first live online session. I'll be talking a lot about, you know, how we can truly set ourselves up to have the most incredible, productive, you know, flowy, amazing, intuitive, like, ooh, hopefully with not lots of shocks like that. Probably a few shocks in there. Yeah. So, isn't it funny when I just get carried away? They're like, come back on focus. But that's pretty much telling you the energy of next week. Oh yeah, you know. Anyway, have an amazing week. I really look forward to catching up with lots of you next week for our live session. That's going to be super exciting. And yeah, we're going to kick the week off then, the year off then. So this week, just enjoy your last week of holidays and have fun. Give yourself permission to have some fun this week, please. Yeah? All right. I love you all lots, and have an amazing week.